Clear 007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the speed Gulf Air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hello there guys, Matt here, hope you're all well. We are back in X-Plane today, although you can't quite see X-Plane just yet. But what you can see is a map of the LAX area, if you will. And I have circled with the magic of Photoshop Fullerton. Now Fullerton is a smallish airfield just outside of LA, just out to the east of LA. And we're going to be flying there today on PilotEdge in the Carenado Stationair 206, I think it is. And we're going to fly up to Whiteman, which is just north of LA. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, I don't know, I just felt like a bit of a change. I was sick of flying jets around, and I fancied doing something that would kind of test me a little bit, so I decided to do this. It's a massively complex bit of airspace around LA, and it's taken me a while to figure it out, but thanks to a few friends I now finally have figured it out, and this is what we are going to do. Okay, so the plan is, from Fullerton we're going to depart and we're going to turn to the north, okay? And we're going to be climbing to 3,500 feet. That keeps us clear of that bit of Bravo airspace, which is just north. You can just see it under the 3,000 feet little marker that I put on there. That Bravo goes from 4,000 feet all the way up to 10,000 feet. So we have to either stay below or above that, which we can do. Once we've cleared that first little section of airspace, we then have a base of 7,000, and then further to the east, 8,000. And we're going to use that space wisely by climbing up to 6,500 feet. Bear in mind that we don't want to continue out all the way to the east. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn right and fly down towards John Wayne. Now the airspace above John Wayne has a max altitude of 4,400 feet. If you are above 4,400 feet, you are safe. So in that swooping right turn that we're going to do once we get out of that initial bit of Bravo, we need to ensure that we are above 4,400 feet by the time we enter the Santa Ana, it's called, Class Charlie. Once we're in the climb and we're above that, we're going to continue down to the southwestern side, just west of Beam John Wayne, climbing to 6,500 feet, and then once we're level at 6,500 feet, we're going to call SoCal on 127.2, and we're going to ask for a Bravo transition via the coastal route, and hopefully that will be granted. If it is, great. If it doesn't, not to worry, we'll just fly below the Bravo at 6,500 feet out to the west until he can get us across. But if he does get us across, and I say he, it could be a she, but if they get us across, from that we'll make a right turn and we will maintain 6,500 feet until we intercept the 303 radial inbound to LAX, and we will fly to LAX on the 303 radial, and that is it. That is the coastal route. On the other side of LAX it's simple, it's just a 323 outbound radial, and we'll fly that until we're clear of the Bravo. Once we're clear of the Bravo on the other side, we are going to descend down to Whiteman. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. Good luck with keeping up. It is an absolute mind-blowing experience, but oh well. It's one of those things that you just kind of get on with, but it is super fun. We'll get some awesome views. We'll have a great time. PilotEdge is providing us with the ATC. So, let us go and fly. Okay, so here we are at Fullerton Airport, Kilo Foxtrot Uniform Lima. And this scenery is from a guy on the PilotEdge forums. I'll leave a link below so you can see. He basically has done scenery for the majority of the PilotEdge region or freeware for X-Plane. It makes it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, if you will. All the taxiways and the holding points are in the right place, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get underway and plan this. So I guess we should probably attempt to close all the doors first, is probably a good idea. So Let's get rid of the pilot door, the baggage doors, remove the static elements, and then we can turn on the masters. There we go, everything comes on. The avionics are already on, which is fun. Nav light, and we can turn the beacon light on because we're going to pretty much go for the start straight away. Fuel selector is set to both, and
1294.
we are ready to go.
4,000. Turn right heading 270.
Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Sweet! Carenado doesn't really take much setting up, which is nice. Turn the transponder on. I'm put it to standby for the moment. Okay, so we are. Well, this is a new GPS in the beta version of X-Plane, which is pretty useful. Apparently, there's an FPS problem if you have it zoomed out more than 35 miles, but we're not going to be using it any more than 35 miles anyway, so that's not really an issue. So we need to tune the ATIS. Now, sometimes the ATIS doesn't actually work, and I'm not quite sure why. It's just the way it goes. But the ATIS here is 125.05, and so we need to grab that. So we can tune that in COM 1, 125.05. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh wait, 125. Oh my god. Let's try 05. There we go. Maybe it will work.
Fullerton, Muni Information Lima. 1500 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 6100, broken visibility more than 10. Temperature 1 or viewpoint 2. Wind calm. Altimeter 2992. Arriving and departing runway 06. Advise on initial contact. You have Lima.
Alright. Okay, so it's Lima. And we can just shut that up for now. So information Lima 29902. And wait, 29902, is that correct? I need to check that out. That doesn't seem correct. Oh no, it is 29902. 140 degrees, 4 knots, 10 statute miles. Broken 2500, broken at 11,000. 22 degrees, not too bad on the ground here. And yeah, 29902. Okay, so we are to tune Fullerton ground, which is 121.8, which we can do here. And the other way would be good. Across we go. Right, so we are positioned. Okay, there's a DC-10 or something. That was interesting. As far as where we're positioned, we are positioned on the, I think it's the northeast side, but this is really cool in X-Plane, and I learned this from Cat. You know who Cat Strater is, he streams on Twitch. If you press C, it goes into this weird fly view, which allows you to kind of break things and zoom around. So we're there, yeah? And all we need to do is zoom out and look around, and we can see that that's runway 06. Obviously down there's runway 24. So we must be on the northern side on the hangars. So we'll just call up on the north side, and then we can taxi out. Here's another thing as well that I only learned yesterday. See these dotted lines here? We're allowed to taxi up until that point without calling anyone. I can't remember the exact name for it. It's like non-maneuvering area, or so. I don't know. But basically, you can't go beyond these lines here without clearance from ATC. So what we'll do is we'll taxi out from the parking round here, left here, right there, and then we'll hold short here, and then we'll call ground.
Excel, 1294, turn right heading.
And you can hear him talking to the talking to the pilots. This is PilotEdge, so I mean you'll hear him talking to several people, even though they're all not on the same frequency. Okay. Initial altitude out of here. Well, I don't want to go any higher than 3,500, because if I do, then I'm going to bust some airspace. So I'm going to knock that down to 3,500. There we go. And then we're going to ask for a departure, VFR departure to the north, and then turn out to the east, climb up to 6.5, and then turn right over the top of Anaheim, down across John Way, and then we'll turn right towards the coast, and then we'll pick up the coastal route. Pretty simple stuff. Well, actually, no, it's not. I'm not going to say it's simple, because it really isn't simple. It can get a little bit complicated, but it's not too bad once you've done it once, which I already have, by the way. I'm not just winging this first time, because it seriously did scare the living hell out of me when I tried to do it the other day. So anyway, taxi light on, and we can turn the heat on, the pitot heat. Okay, I think we're good to go. Taxiing. Well, actually, well, let's pre-tune the tower. So tower is 119.1. So we'll make sure that's in. 119.1. There we go. Right, okay. Let's get going. Brakes are released. And we can taxi. Do a quick control check, make sure everything's where it should be. Worst thing ever is when you don't check your controls and then you go to take off and it screws yourself.
Bridge 134.9.
Right, let's go. That shake is a bit brutal, isn't it?
Chicken Air, 5 Lima, Red 6 Germany. Squawk VFR, contact launch tower 124.0.
We want to turn right here and then just hold short of
Delta 94, config for rank tower 118.7.
Fullerton ground, good morning. Stationair 4872 Whiskey on the north side with Lima. Request taxi VFR departure to the north.
Stationair 4872 Whiskey, Fullerton ground, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 24, taxi via Bravo. Stationair 82 Whiskey.
Is it 72 Whiskey or 82 Whiskey?
Sorry, my bad. 72 Whiskey.
Roger.
Right, so we are cleared to runway 24 via Bravo with the wrong call sign because I'm an idiot. American call signs, dude, they're incredible. You know what? Actually, I was talking to Kat about this last night. It's really annoying how Carenado haven't put the registration of the aircraft in the VC, so I can't see it anywhere. Like, I genuinely, it's just not anywhere to look at. Which is super annoying. But anyway, let's go. So runway 24 via Bravo. I've got a head shake effect. That's what's causing this crazy movement. But it's not too bad. We can deal with it. That DC-10 is not part of PilotEdge. I tried to turn off the AI and X-Plane, but it really doesn't like it.
294, turn right into the key. Yep.
Now I'm going to set up the 303 radio on here, just so I don't have to do it when we get in the air. 303, it's about that. Oh, this stupid DC-10 is taxiing right towards me. We're just gonna ignore it. I don't even know, like, is it gonna go right there? Yeah, it is. Nice.
Center 133.7.
It's parking up on the right there, nice. Gonna plug in a northerly heading, so about there is good. Straight into the building, 10 out of 10.
That's 145, 10 right.
The run-up area here if we need it, but I honestly, I don't believe that there's anything like that modeled in this aircraft, so I'm just going to call the tower. Right, 19.1 is plugged in. We are holding Fullerton Tower boarding Stationair 4872 Whiskey, holding Bravo runway 24, ready for departure.
Stationair 472 Whiskey, Fullerton Tower, verify direction flight.
Northbound, Stationair 72 Whiskey.
Stationair 72 Whiskey, right turn off approved, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 with a right turn, Stationair 72 Whiskey. Okay, so we've been cleared in the right turn, and everything's good. Lights. Bump, bump, bump. I'm going to turn this down a touch. Just keeps getting progressively louder. I don't understand why. Right, let's do this. Oh dear. What is this DC-10 doing? Seriously? Oh, please don't have crash detection on! Okay, that's all good. Let's go. Oh my g- Yep, that's what happens when you take off directly in the wake of another aircraft. Oh no! Okay, we'll pretend that never happened, guys. I forgot that they simulated wake on this thing. Jeez, man. That was kind of bad. That was kind of bad. Okay, we're airborne now. Turning to the right. Now, once we get above 2500, we're outside of his zone, if you will, and we can just change to a different frequency. Still can't believe that just happened. That was great.
Straight 56 Yankee. You can expect that. I'll forward on your request.
Passing 1400 feet. Right, so what I can do now is cheat a little bit, put the autopilot onto heading mode, and I can do VS a little bit, and then arm the altitude. There we go, good. So that'll now quite happily climb away on this heading to 3,500 feet. In a small while, when we get above 25, which we're about to now, we can change frequency, which is always fun. And the frequency for the coastal route is 134.2. No, it's not. It's not. Is it 127.2 or 134.2? Yeah, 127.2. Okay, that's fine. So we'll turn right now and just kind of track to the northeast, and we'll change to 127.2. Go. once we're clear of this, let me show you, this little line here, then we can climb a little bit higher. But until that point, we can't, so we just have to stay down at this altitude for now. We can go as high as 7,000 once we pass this little bit of airspace. But right now, here we're capped at 4,000, which is, well, just the way it is. So, enjoy the view. Tanking along. Bring the power back a little bit. Okay, so now we're out of that clutch of airspace. We can turn to the south. Pretty much.
020 vector first course VOR Alpha approach runway 21
that,
to maintain 4,000.
Climb now to 6,500 for 5. Up we go.
South 145 is going to maintain flight level 200.
We don't interrupt anybody.
Who's requesting that far?
Turn a little bit more to the right. Okay, so we're going to call SoCal soon.
2422 kilo.
Request the coastal route. So we need to kind of get identified somehow. So we'll identify ourselves from Seal Beach, which is 115.7, which is ironically already in there. So we'll switch that across, and you can see we're 11 miles out to the east or northeast of Seal Beach at the moment. But we'll rectify that soon enough. So we're going to turn right.
For 56 Yankee, turn left today 270.
Keep the climb. We need to be above 4,400 by the time we get into this little bit of, hang on, let me show you, this edge here, anything inside of that we need to be above 4,400, which we will be. We're just passing 4,300 now, so that's not an issue. And then once we're clear of that and we're climbed up, we'll turn towards the coast.
South 145.
Once we are south of Los Alamitos, which is this airport here, once we fly down this bit, once we're south of here, we can turn right to the coast, and then we'll get the coastal route. And then up over the top of LA we go. Good fun. Los Angeles VOR is
heading 0, pressure turn left heading 240, maintain 4,000, so establish on the final first course, clear VOR Alpha approach, so go runway 21.
No, it's not. 113.6 is the LA VOR. Oh no, it is. It's already there in standby. God damn it. It's because I did this flight the other day, and all my frequencies are still set, so there you go. Passing 5,000, see we're well clear of where we need to be now. It's all good. We're actually, we should see Anaheim. Oh, there it is! The Anaheim Stadium. Yeah, there it is. Good job.
Jetstream.
Once we level, we'll make the right turn. And then we'll call SoCal. This bit of airspace we're flying into now has a base of 5,400, but again we're at 6,300, so it's really not an issue. It does have a higher limit though on this side. It's really complicated actually. If you look, let's see if I can do this with my mouse. So this green bit here, this green bit here, and this green bit here all has 5,400 as a base. Sorry, not as a base, as a higher limit. So anywhere between 25 and 54 is completely no-go. This big green area here is between 7,000 and 10,000. So as long as we're below 7,000, we're fine. And this bit here is 8,000 to 10,000. So we're just passing south now of Seal Beach. So what we can technically do is just turn out to the west and call up and get some form of clearance. However, this circle around Seal Beach has a limit between 6,000 and 10,000, so we have to be south of this circle before we actually turn right, otherwise we'll get shouted at. So we're just going to continue on this heading for a little bit.
We'll
call up, we'll get some clearance, and we'll go from there. I hope I explained that well enough. Probably not, probably complete rubbish to be honest, but there you go. So we'll start a gentle right turn, just so we don't clip that bit of airspace. Because that 240 heading there, or 220 heading even, will keep us away from that. And we'll call him up. So, let's check the map. There we are.
Stationair 568, Yankee, Santa Monica Tower. Report when you have Santa Monica Airport and sign 12 o'clock and 5 miles. Clear visual approach, runway 21, clear to land, wind 2, correction, wind calm.
Right, so we're calling, let me just make sure I've got the right frequency set. We are calling for the coastal route, SoCal approach on 127.2. SoCal approach, good morning, Stationair 4872 Whiskey with a VFR request.
Stationair calling, second.
Stationair 4872 Whiskey with a VFR request.
Stationair 4872 Whiskey, SoCal approach, go ahead.
Stationair 4872 Whiskey is 6 miles to the southwest of Seal Beach, requesting the coastal route with 6,500.
Stationair 4872 Whiskey. Squawk 3216 and ident.
Squawk 3216 and ident, Stationair 72 Whiskey.
Stationair 72 Whiskey, radar contact 10 miles to the southeast, correction southwest of John Wayne Airport. Cleared through Los Angeles Bravo airspace via the coastal route at 6,500 feet, Palm Beach altimeter 2993.
Cleared through the Bravo via the coastal route 6,500 feet, and we've got the altimeter, Stationair 72 Whiskey. Okay, so we've been cleared through, which is really nice. So all we do now is flick that over, so if we go down here, actually we can just do it now without anything. And we are looking for the 303 radial in towards LA. So what we need to do really is just continue on this heading. We're within, actually we could probably turn a little bit more, so if we do about there, and then just press nav, eventually we'll grab that radial. Look at that, we're literally cloud surfing. That looks so cool. The freeze is real. Why is it lagging? Okay, there we go. Very nice. Just visual.
Cab 172 Kilo Alpha, John Tower, squawk 4023.
Here we go.
2 Kilo Alpha. Are you heading eastbound or westbound?
That gentle intercept.
Cab 2 Kilo Alpha. Roger. VFR to south is approved, offset slightly to the right for the runway center lines. Remain west of the runway center lines at all times. From the west ramp, proceed requested. Departure at your own risk. Use caution. Wind 190 correction. Wind 09005.
The view is incredible.
We're at 2 Kilo Alpha, squawk 4023. Helicopter 2 Kilo Alpha, remain at or below 1,000. Turn 516, thanks via Bravo to the ramp, this frequency, good day.
What's that below us? Is that Torrance? Maybe? Yeah, I think that's Torrance down there. Look at that, intercept was beautiful. Just a gentle right-hand bank. Nothing too crazy. But there we go. We're about 10 degrees off it. Just slightly to the right of the radial. But we're intercepting it nicely.
242 Sir Kilo, Los Angeles ground, runway 25 left, taxi Alpha Foxtrot.
Beautiful. This is actually working better than it did when I did the trial of this. So anyway, we can set the heading now to about 303. And then on the other side of LA, we have to leave on a heading of 323, or the 323 radial outbound from LA, which is it's relatively easy. All we need to do is, when this is completely on the radial, maybe a mile or maybe a mile and a half before LA, just stick it into heading select. As long as we are flying the, or as long as we book the heading to be exactly where we need to be, then if we just go into heading, it will carry on in a straight line. Then we'll flick this over to 323, and then press nav again, and it will turn right, and then we track the 323 outbound. It's that simple. And then once we're north of the Bravo, he'll hand us off. There's some mountains, and then we'll see Whiteman pretty much straight. Well, we'll see Van Nuys first, and then Whiteman. And it's that easy. Such a sense of achievement, though. Such a sense of achievement. All you need is I mean, you don't even need that much knowledge. Just a little bit.
Enter right downwind, runway 21, report turning base.
If we want, we can have a look outside. The views are real. It's good fun. Super fun.
Helicopter TQ operator contact. Now leaving lost discretion, leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Clear change for good day.
It's a shame I'm not doing this at night. The view is so much more real. Still nice at day, but I just love night in X-Plane. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Got 11 miles to run until LA. Let's see if we can zoom in and see. There's LA. Look at that. There is LA. Very good. I'm going to fly right over the top of it. I'll see if I can get a nice wing view as we go over the top. Just make sure I hit the outbound radial first, and then we'll do the wing view. Just make sure that heading is perfectly synced, which it is. Good stuff.
Station 72 Whiskey, contact approach 134.9er.
134.9er, Stationair 72 Whiskey, bye bye.
South 145, contact NorCal approach 133.95.
134.9er.
Coast 145, NorCal approach. After passing Boulder, descend and maintain 6,000. Expect ILS runway 28 left approach from Menlo. So that's 145. Expect the quiet bridge visual runway 28 left approach.
SoCal Stationair 4872 Whiskey with 6,500.
Number 5872 Whiskey, approach number 4872 Whiskey, SoCal approach Los Angeles, altimeter 29904.
29904, Stationair 70 Whiskey. 29904 is... we're a little bit off there, we're on 29902, so we'll just nudge it across a couple. There we go. 7 miles to run. All looking good. I might go into Photoshop actually and just Photoshop the tail number on the VC, just so I don't have to keep referencing it elsewhere.
So that's 145. I want to make sure you got the instruction after passing Boulder to send and maintain 6,000. Thanks. Couldn't remember if you read it back then.
$5 miles to run, or 5.5 miles to run. So beautiful. Apparently that's Redondo Beach down there, according to Google Maps. Now, we are coming up near LA, so let's have a look. This should be, I don't know, near us very soon. There it is. There is LA. With 3.5 miles to go. So, make sure the heading is synced, which it is. I can then take it out of nav mode. Should carry on in this straight line.
Bravo Echo, runway 21, go to land, wind 20013, gas 16.
Which we are. And then we need to turn this to 323, so there's 310, there's 320, that's about 323. Turn it right a little bit. Just down that radial, otherwise it's going to screw it. See if we can get an outside view as we're going over the top. There you go. And all I need to do is 1.5 miles to go. Just wait until we're about a mile, and then we'll start the right turn.
South 145, report the bridge inside.
There we go, there's nav, and there's the turn. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is LA. Beautiful.
South 145, cleared 5 bridge, visual, runway 28 left bridge.
Look at that.
I'm sorry, runway 28 left.
Spot on. Job's a good one. There's a middle marker warning apparently, which we don't need. So, it's this heading now all the way to outside the Bravo, and then Whiteman is just here. So we're just going to go all the way around the top of Van Nuys. Drop down to, I don't know, 3,000 feet-ish over the mountains. You'll see them soon anyway. And then we'll call up Whiteman Tower. Tell them we're inbound, get some clearance, land, park up. Job is a good one. God, it feels good to be able to do stuff like this. You should all try it. I urge every single one of you. You might be a jet junkie, which I'm, you know, self-admitted I have times when I'm like that. But flying VFR is amazing, and I know I'm using autopilot, but it's still, there is a massive visual aspect to it. And we're cloud surfing again. Wow, look at those clouds. So beautiful.
And Cape Bravo Echo, taxi via Papa to the ramp, this frequency, good day.
I'll never get over explain on how amazing it looks.
Helicopter 172 kilo off Torrance Tower, transition approved, Torrance altimeter 29
This bit of airspace here, this Van Nuys class Charlie, I think it is, maybe, yeah, Burbank class Charlie, is 4,800 is the highest, so as long as we remain above that, so technically, once we get out of this Bravo, we can just start descending really towards Van Nuys. Just as long as we don't, I mean, we can't really, can we cut across it? We could drop down to 5 and then just fly over the top of... Actually, no, we can't. Can we? This is why I love reading American charts, because I feel like we can, but at the same time, I'm a little bit apprehensive of the Van Nuys airport going right across the top of it. But the Burbank class Charlie is 4,800 feet maximum. So as long as we stay above 4,800 feet until we get to the Newhall Pass, which is, you can't miss it, it's huge, then we're completely fine. We're just about to leave the Bravo now anyway, on this radial, which is exactly what we should be doing. And he should hand us off, or we'll request it if he doesn't hand us off. And then we're going to start descending quite rapidly down towards Whiteman. Whiteman, I can't quite see it just yet, or maybe I can. Hang on. Let's have a good look. The pass is kind of in between those mountains. So Whiteman should be around here somewhere. Is that it? No, that's not it. I can't see it just yet. It is there though, I promise you. My render settings, I think, are a little bit wrong, because normally I can see stuff.
2.20 kilo, so we got a departure for radar contact. Turn left, heading 180, climb maintain 13,000.
Okay, we're clear of the Bravo now. SoCal Stationair 72 Whiskey, request VFR.
Stationair 72 Whiskey, leaving Los Angeles, Bravo airspace, radar circuit terminates clock, maintain VFR, frequency change approved.
Support VFR, frequency change approved, Stationair 72 Whiskey, so on. Okay, so 1200, and there we go. Now we can start descending. Frequency change is approved. We'll sort the frequency out in a minute. We just want to start descending, that's what we want to do. Get this thing going down. So power out on the altitude. We want to go down to 5,000 feet for now. There we go. Okay, Whiteman Tower is what we want next. So Whiteman Tower is 135.0. So 135.0. That's who we're going to call next. If I could see Whiteman, where is it? I've actually lost it. It's around there somewhere. It was there yesterday, I promise you. Right. Just approaching the northern border of the Burbank class, whatever it was. Charlie, I think it was. Yeah, Burbank class Charlie. We can technically turn right here and we won't get told off. All the way this way to the northish. Heading select. Oh.
Euro 9775, John clearance. With the Palomar
That could have ended badly.
Heading 175.
So you don't watch your speed and try and concentrate far too much on the GPS.
To Oceanside, then direct Palomar Airport. Maintain 5,000. Park frequency 119.
That down there is Van Nuys.
2370.
Wait, is that Whiteman over there? Where is it? Wait, is that Whiteman over there? No, that's not Whiteman. That is Burbank. So Whiteman is just a bit further north somewhere. It is there. I know it is. Because I
South
landed
145,
it.
contact tower 10.5.
Anyway, let's take the autopilot out because we don't need that anymore.
Skyline 775, read back clear.
Let's do some manual flying for a bit. Okay.
South 145, San Francisco Tower. Wait,
See that drone over there?
runway 28 left, for the land.
Let's just not drop below. Actually, if we go this way.
Jetstream 2 Sierra Kilo, turn left heading 110.
There's a reservoir just over to the right somewhere that we can take advantage of. There's a New Hall Pass, you can just see it in between those mountains.
Los Angeles
Just there.
Tower. Squawk 3373.
Now we're outside of this airspace, so we can seriously start to descend now. I'm going to go down to 3,000 feet.
Lower 9775. Giant ground, runway 19 left to Kilo, taxi Alpha Hotel Charlie. Helicopter 2 Kilo Alpha, radar contact. 1 mile south Los Angeles BOR, cruise through Los Angeles, Bravo airspace via the broad progression via the shoreline route at or below 150 feet, Los Angeles altimeter 2904.
150 feet transitions. Kinda jealous.
Jetstream 2 Sierra Kilo, further XCL Beach, resume the 78 departure and contact Los Angeles Center on 125.27.
With Whiteman Tower call in a minute. Once I can actually find Whiteman. Where is it?
South 145, turn left to Juliet if you can, or Echo will work too, either one. Take them to Alpha and taxi the ramp to straight 2.
Just hug these mountains and we'll be fine. Whiteman tag warning, Stationair 4872 Whiskey, overhead New Hall Pass, inbound VFR.
Jetstream 242 Sierra Kilo, Los Angeles Center, climb, maintain flight level 250. Stationair 4872 Whiskey, Whiteman Tower, make straight in runway 12, report 2 mile final, Whiteman altimeter 2907.
29907, make straight in runway 12, report 2 miles, Stationair 72 Whiskey. Good stuff. Okay, 29907, let me just set that. And we're making straight in runway 12, which is nice. So, legit, dude, the airport has disappeared. Oh wait, is that it there? There it is! Okay, found it, nice. So runway 12, straight in and report 2 miles. Which we can do. Start to slow down. See the path.
Helicopter 2 Kilo Alpha, leaving Los Angeles, Bravo airspace, contact Santa Monica Tower 120.1. Helicopter 2 Kilo Alpha, remaining present code, radar service terminating. Helicopter 172 Kilo Alpha, Santa Monica Tower, transition on the shoreline northbound approved, Santa Monica altimeter is 2904.
ready to land. Take all the flaps in one go, because why not? Watch it jackknife, it's always fun. Stationair 72 Whiskey, just approaching 2 miles.
Stationair 72 Whiskey, runway 12, clear to land, wind calm.
I don't have 1-2, Stationair 72 Whiskey. Police car on the highway, someone's been bad.
19775, join tower, runway 19 left, kilo, clear for takeoff.
Someone has indeed been naughty. Rate of descent.
Aircraft 2 kilo off, spark
There we go.
car, frequent change group.
Just roll past that. Job is a good one. Bit of braking actually to get around this corner. That ground shake. Stationair 72 Whiskey, vacated runway 12 on Echo.
775, contact departure. Stationair 72 Whiskey, taxi off on the ramp, this frequency.
After the ramp of this frequency, Stationair 72 Whiskey. Okay, landing lights off, strobe lights off, and stand by. Let's taxi in. Well, that was fun. Flaps up.
19775, still get up archer radar contact.
That head shake again. So there we go. We made it in one piece all the way. It was quite fun, that, actually. I enjoyed it. It's good ATC. It really is. It's the voice quality that makes it so much more enjoyable for me. One day PilotEdge will be global. It has to happen. It'll only happen though if people subscribe to it, so you should probably go and get yourself a membership. It's relatively inexpensive. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. I'm genuinely want people to actually go and use it, because it's really fun. As you can see, even though we screw up more than we care to admit. But we're all human, we all make mistakes, nobody is perfect, and if you think you are, then this is definitely not the place for you. We'll park next to this G-Reg in America.
Skyline 775, turn left, heading 090, join Victor 23, resume navigation.
Yep, the head shake got the better of me, but there we go. Parking brake, please. There we go, nice. Right, let's tune to a frequency where we don't get nailed by ATC when I'm trying to talk. 123.450. There we go. Good stuff. Right, out goes the mixture, on off with the mags. Get rid of the taxi light as well, the beacon light. Everything else can stay on for the moment. So, there we have it. A successful coastal route with some fun ATC, some fun flying. It's been a while since I've done anything like that, so yeah, it was super fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know. It's always fun to receive feedback, no matter how positive or negative it may be. Anything else to say? I don't think so, apart from this DC-10 is yeah, claim to fame. I really need to figure out how to get rid of the AI. Anyway, until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and take care all. Bye bye.